It's going to make it really tough for Nick Rewalt and Bruce to get any
Bob, you're in trouble here. Hickey's got him.
Well done.
Good effort by that one against a quick little half-back flanker.
Now, Bobby's had a word to the umpire here and said, but I got fist to it. But if you elect to take on the player, you halve the time in the tackle before you're penalised.
I reckon if a ruckman gets a hand on you, you just got to give it up.
Yeah, hold the ball.
Speaker C. Mooney.
This is no lay down.
Yeah, he's
good boy.
He's got it. So Tom Hickey gets his first, and finally the Saints, it's taken a long time, get their third goal.
And fight it out, but I've got the feeling he's Richo swap Fisher and Dempster around on Cremeri and Stringer, respectively.
Billings to Armitage, he's kicked the goal.
Well done.
He gets his first. Another big week for him. He had 35 disposals last week. Already Dermy's up to 31 today.
I can find it. And as we're progressing on his kicking efficiency with this type of disposal, just creeps up.
Good effort around the corner to match Stuart Cranberry's effort in the second quarter. Left footers, but he'd want to get it up at 46%. He's going out of the...
His hand pass, just a little errant. It was meant for McKenzie. Goods goes again. A little bit of aerial ping-pong. Stevens short into the pocket. That's going to be okay. And Billings has another opportunity.
We had Weller in the middle of the ground. He's a beautiful kick of the footy. Not a big fella and doesn't have a huge boot, but good enough to get the journey from here, and he's got very good touch.
Still looking for his first for the day, but he's kicked 3 already this season. There's the left footer.
Close.
A good strike. That's a great strike. He's now got his first for the day.
We just started to use the ball a little bit better, St Kilda coming into the forward line. We saw a couple of minutes previous, there's a really good kick went in there. And then this last kick inside 50 was delivered beautifully to Jack Billings, who you just see here. We watch good tackling pressure. They've certainly upped the tempo after half-time, St Kilda players. We get it across there. They keep it alive, Good fight, good persistence. Jack Stevens, just a little one around the corner, found Jack Billings, and this is a terrific kick by the left footer. Just snuck it inside the near post.
If there's one area
the chip was on, Weller was a target. Dunstan was there as well. Weller got a hand to it. Johannesson couldn't take it cleanly. Sinclair is there now. He's found a free kick. It's a high tackle and it's going against the Dogs.
And Maloney looks like he's been fortunate enough this reception. And once again, as I said, with the list address over the last 2 years, they need talent by foot. This kid can seriously kick it. It's in very good hands.
Starting to use the ball better towards the end, and all of their goals, or certainly their shots on goal in this third quarter, have been created by this tackling pressure. They've had 3 forward half turnover, 450 turnovers now.
6th game, looking for his 6th goal, and he's got it. His first for the day, but number 6 for the season.
It's a good return, isn't it? First season, you're a young man, you're just out of the under-18 competition, and if you can get a goal a game as a probably only minutes per game you'll play in the midfield, plays a little bit of high half forward, but as a small forward in the up the front end, take that one. That's a free.
They've been a bit more composed with the footy. And you can just tell, there's no doubt the message from Alan Richardson at half-time. Just be more composed, take your time with the ball.
Tries to flick it, may get another chance. Bontempelli is there. Jack Stephen right there with him. Saints under real pressure once again, but they're going to get out of it.
This is good.
Comes wide to Weller. He's got a runner in Armitage. Armitage sneaks away from Johannesson. No mean feet. Down towards the half-forward line. A chance for Bruce. Go to the Brewster. Gets boot to ball, got a shove, and is going to get a free kick.
That's a natural play.
Yep. And the goal is there to Dunstan.
Good umpiring. For a second there, Sandy, I thought he was going to say, no, let's haul it back. But there was no impediment on play. It was a natural flow onto the ball. Now, you see this structure in the St Kilda forward line, the space when they run back in there now, this is what they've been used to over the last 3 weeks. And moving Revolt up into the middle of the ground, has cleared out space. You've only got one opponent, one key opponent to beat. He gets a little nick on you as you kick it, but it's still in motion.
And incredibly, we're back to 4 strikes through Fisher. Should be able to go back, and he does, finding Dempster. Still 2.5 minutes remaining in this quarter. Still a chance for the Saints to close the gap even further. And there's a good mark. Armitage is running past Geary. Armitage will flick it with the left boot in towards full forward. They got someone at the back. They're going to get a goal. They have, and it's Sinclair. Jack Sinclair gets his first.
Game on here, Sandy.
Indeed.
And St Kilda just getting their hands on the footy. They've had about 100 possessions to 60 odd to the Western Bulldogs. Kicked 6 goals to 1 in this quarter. And St Kilda have been able to take out the Western Bulldogs' prime movers, especially Easton Wood and Robert Murphy. They've only had 3 possessions between them this quarter.
You notice there, Brownie, 5 players. The ball's around the middle of the ground, and the Saints kept 5 players within 20 metres of the...
It's a double switch, if you like. And the Saints have got the numbers again here because Montagna's just back, and he's out the back door. Away goes Joey. 2 bounces. Down the centre wing. Nunes provide the shepherd. Montagna goes down the line. That's a good kick.
Decision.
He's got Bruce. Here's an opportunity for Sinclair to Bruce.
They are finishing real strong and real hot, Sandy.
So, Josh Bruce, a chance to kick his first and to come within 18 points.
Oh, I can remember being a kid and only allowed to go to Moorabbin on the train, and they had the animal enclosure, and they used to hoot and howl, and they'd get on an emotional roll, and they were unstoppable. It's just got the slightest feel of that at the moment.
The old animal cage. It wasn't only emotional, due to alcohol and due to everything. Now, big kick. A big kick for the Saints and Josh Bruce. And he's got it. He's got it. And they come from everywhere, and we have got a game on our hands here. It's a 7-goal third term to the Saints after a 7-goal second term by the Dogs.
Jeremy, you should be sitting in the coach's box beside Alan Richardson. You called Nick Rewold to go to the wing, and that has did wonders for the St Kilda side. Now we see this build-up. This has been the difference for St Kilda as well as their pressure, but they've used the ball with a lot more composure here. They've used shorter possession instead of blazing away like they did in the first half. Montagna, good composure there, picks the right option. He knows he has Bruce deep, one-on-one. Goes short to Sinclair, who was then able to then hit Bruce on the lead, which is an easier kick than what it would have been if Montagna had a bombed it long to Bruce.
Sinclair turn, and we've got Dempster back onto Stringer and Fisher out to half back, even though Stringer's been dangerous because they want Fisher's creativity off half back.
Rewalt to Dunstan to Schneider.
Good spotter.
Now Billings is out the back. Here he goes. Around the body onto that left foot. And he's kicked the goal. That's a great play.
Yeah, he's a really dangerous little forward. He picked that up. He come really well. He gave himself the distance. Didn't get in too close to the contest. He's able to keep himself 5 metres away from it. His man, direct opponent,
well, you watch Josh Bruce.
Too close.
They have to send 2 in the air to Josh Bruce because of his size.
Yeah. Just see that. And also, Lucas Webb got drawn into that, didn't he? Because of Josh Bruce's presence, got drawn into that.
And Nick Revolt
was stay down.
Was third man up at the boundary line throwing at half forward. If he's not up,
it is, but he was perhaps a little lucky, but he'll take it, Jimmy Webster.
He can kick it, the boy.
Goes short, that's okay. And here are the young guns blazing away again.
Wow.
Look at that. How good is that?
Young Jack Billings, hasn't he just turned it on?
Well, he's now got 3, and we are back to a couple of kicks.
If you would have said to me prior to round 1, we're going to turn up at a doggy St Kilda game in round 6, and in the last 10 minutes of the match you're going to be sitting on the edge of the seat, I'd say, oh, go on, you've had it checked. You've had too much today. This is a fantastic game. Good pressure, enough rock and roll that go from side to side.
Good finish too.
So it's now actually under 2 straight kicks.
Into the pocket, that's left only small men further on down the line. Good option.
Stephen, almost a little 9-iron chip but it's going to be okay towards Loney, who's got one to his name at the moment.
He's comfortable on this side of the ground, this kid.
Well, he's going for number 4.
Yeah, he's...
The Jacks are doing it for the Saints at the moment.
Another short entry inside 50. The Western Bulldogs players, they're really tired, so they're just getting back in defence. They're not able to man up these short kicks.
This is a game of last week is having an effect now.
Yeah, you might be right, Dooming. This is a big kick going to the top of the square. Oh, that's another one.
They couldn't, could they?
This is unbelievable.
Little Jack.
Oh, Richo's having heart palpitations. And the Saints fans have gone mad.
Oh, they've got to make an animal closure here as well, I reckon, Sandy.
Good play. They're getting desperate. The Western Bulldogs players are all jumping in the footy. And some of the St Kilda crummers are staying down at ground level. You see here, young Jack Sinclair stays at ground level, lands even his man Bontempelli there, jumps at the ball, too many. Thank you very much. You gift wrap there for him. He looks like he could have been.
5 points the margin. Rewalt plucks it out of the air. Stevens taken high.
Oh, he went to ground.
It's that one. He plays on. The kick is good. That is a wonderful kick, and Hickey takes the mark.
For the game. For the lead.
Well, he's been good forward.
As you said, Sandy,
He's kicked
one, so he's got his confidence up. But he's missed one as well.
We don't mention that.
Well, it's a bad distance too, this one, Derby. So it's just...
You're giving him every reason to miss, Brownie.
These are the nervous distances. You should kick him.
What a game.
This for the lead after trailing by 49 points. The goal umpire barely moves. Saints hit the front.
I'm struggling to actually believe this, Brownie. This is incredible. In the first half, the Doggies were as good as any team I've seen this year.
Well, they play now here's the stoppage. Nick Rewalt goes up there, grabs it out of the ruck. Really well done. Contentious free kick. But I think this has been the story of the second half for St Kilda is the way they've used the ball inside 50. You see Jack Stevens just changed his mind at the last second. Finds Tom Hickey. Nice mark overhead. Goes back and kicks a big pressure goal to put him in front for the first time today.
Saints as they go back to the centre wing area. They've got the numbers here. Armitage yet again is knocked up getting it. Rewalt tumbling it. Oh, Wood slipped at the crucial stage. Billings is at the back. Billings is 45 out. He steadies low, keeps it low and kicks the goal.
This is phenomenal. How good's his kid been?
Billings has got 4.
Well done, Richo!
And St Kilda lead by 7 points.
Now, Leggy Beveridge has got his work cut out now. He has to find someone to run. Even if he has to get somebody out of a position, uncomfortable in the middle, uncomfortable off half-back, he's got to get some running to his team.
They need to get maybe a Johannesson into the centre square here, just to provide some life there. All the other guys are really struggling. Bontempelli struggled to get his hands on the footy. He looks out of juice. They've put Crammery in there now as a forward. So a big-bodied clearance player. We know he can get up and down the field.
He kicks up towards half-forward. No mark taken. Oh, Roughhead's absolutely exhausted. Hickey goes short. Bruce takes the mark, and he can shut this game right up.
Game over. He's got 20 seconds before he's got to get on the runway. Game over.
Yeah.
Just like in American football, they can count down the clock now. Saints, that was brilliant.
We'll stay for his shot and the song, of course. The Saints have got up off the canvas and have scored an unlikely but heroic win.
How good was that?
Can Bruce finish it off? Has just the one to his name today. He goes across the face of goal, pops through it behind.
Oh, so that's a handy point.
Yeah. It matters not, because the Saints, incredibly, have won an absolute thriller by 7 points, 14-10 to 13-9.
They've had some real close ones this season so far. They're bound to get one sooner or later, but they just hung in there in that first quarter, Brownie. 20 inside 50s, and they only coughed up 3 goals, the Saints backmen. And you could argue that there has impacted at this end of the game. 14 shots, the Doggies had 10 goals for at halftime from 40 entries. If you want to take it out to the first half, the back line stood up for the Saints in the first half when they were under siege. And then when they were able to, with fitness, run over the top against the wounded Doggies, put the score on the board. What a brilliant game of footy. And Cam Mooney is down there with one of the young architects. Moon.